Okay, in this video we're going to try to put it all together and use all the graphing transformations that we've learned. So we're starting with the graph of x squared. We've got that here in black. Let's see if we can predict what's going to happen for all these graphs as well. So I've got 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 3. Okay, so remember, adding or subtracting is a shift. Multiplying is a stretch or compress. So let's see if we can account for every number that's on here and see what it does. So if I multiply by 2 out front, that's this part right here. Let's see if I can highlight that. Okay, so that 2 right there. Multiplying by 2, remember that's going to stretch our silly putty. And that's a stretch in the y direction, which is going to make it look skinnier. And then the minus 1, that's inside the function. Remember, inside moves left and right, and it's opposite what you'd expect. So that should take us to the right by 1. And then the plus 3, that's on the outside of the function. Outside of the function moves up and down, so it's going to take us up 3. So we've got up 3, we've got right 1, and we're going to be taller. So right 1, up 3, we should be right here. And we should be a bit more narrow than the original graph. Let's test it out and see. And there we go, we see in red. We are right 1, up 3, and you can see that the shape is a little bit more narrow than what we started with. Okay, let's try the next one. So the next one, we've got a 3 out front, a plus 1 on the inside, a minus 4 on the outside. So the 3 on the outside, when we multiply by 3, that's going to make it taller, which looks more narrow. Okay, so taller. Plus 1 on the inside, that's going to take us left or right. It's opposite what we'd expect, so it's going to take us left by 1. So taller, left by 1, and then a 4 on the outside is going to take us down 4. So we're going to go left 1 and down 4, and we're going to be more narrow. So left 1, down 4 should be right here, and it's going to be more narrow than the original picture. Let's test it out. There we go, left 1, down 4, and we can see that it's more narrow. It's actually taller, but it looks more narrow. Okay, next one. We've got 2 different things going on. We've got a negative out front, we've got a plus 3 on the inside. So remember, a negative out front is going to flip it down, so it's going to be a parabola facing down. And the plus 3 on the inside, that's on the inside, so we're going to go left 3, okay? Left 3, turn it upside down, so 1, 2, 3 right here, left 3, and it's going to be facing down. There we go, we see it in purple, left 3 and facing down. Alright, next one's got a little bit of everything. We've got a negative, we've got a number out front, we've got a number on the inside, and we're adding on the outside. Alright, so let's go through and account for everything. The negative means it's facing down. The 2 means it's going to be a little bit taller, more narrow. The minus 4 is on the inside, so that's going to shift us right by 4. And the plus 1 is going to take us up by 1. Okay, one more time. Negative shifts down. 2, multiplying by 2, makes it more narrow. Minus 4 on the inside shifts us to the right by 4. And plus 1 is going to take us up by 1. So picture that in your head. And there it is. So we're going to go right 4, up 1. There we go. Okay, right 4, up 1. The negative tells us it's facing down, and the 2 tells us it's a little bit more narrow than our original graph. Okay, so that's putting all the transformations together. So now when you look at a quadratic function in this form, you should be able to have an idea of what it's going to look like without having to plot points or graph anything specific.